Welcome to the Stanley Community College Online Learning Lab. This short video will explain to you how to use your cybercrime pods for use to complete labs for your classes. To begin with, you will need to go to oll.stanly.edu, or there should be a link inside of your cybercrime classes that will bring you to this NetLab system. You will log in using the username given to you by your instructor. Typically, it will be similar to what you have already for your logins at Stanley Community College. If when you log in you're prompted to do a remote port test, always complete that test. If you do not complete that test, you will not be able to use the labs themselves. Once into the system, click on Scheduler, find the class that you are a member of, click on it. So in this case, the account that I'm using is a member of the CCT 121-950, Spring 14. And then once you get into select the lab exercise and the pod that you need to actually use for your exercise, for the cybercrime labs, always click on the reserved NDG1 client pod. So click on it, and then you will see 10 different pods that are available for your use. Now there's multiple ways you can schedule labs, but the biggest way as far as times is you can click right up at the red line, and that will start a reservation from right now up to 4 hours. Now if I try to do more than 4 hours, when I click OK, you'll notice I'll get a warning message saying it's not allowed because the maximum reservation length is 4 hours in the class. So I'm going to do a reservation for 3 hours and 35 minutes. Be aware though, even though it's a 3-hour 35-minute reservation, the last 10 minutes are used for cleanup. Anything placed on the machines, any work you do on the machines is deleted and removed at the end of your reservation, so the pod is reset for the next student. So I'm going to click OK. You'll notice now I have a reservation from 11:24 a.m. to 3 p.m. I am going to also show you that you can do a schedule. Again, click on your class, click on the one client pod. You can do a reservation in the future. If you know on Saturday at 8 p.m. you're going to have time to do a lab, you can go in and create a reservation for yourself that is in the future. And when you're logged in, you'll see these current reservations and future reservations. The only thing we ask, if you set future reservations, use those reservations. If you find out, say on Thursday of the week that you had scheduled this Saturday lab, that you're not going to be able to do that lab, you won't be there on Saturday, just click on the ID and cancel that reservation so that the pods are available for other students. And that's just a common courtesy. Now, I'm going to go in and click on Enter Lab, and you'll notice I'm now in the CCT Pod 1. If I click on my client, it will pull up the actual PC, which is running. Now here, if you get any type of pop-up for Java, click Run, allow it to run. And now I have Windows 8. If I click in here, I can log in. The password for the CCT user is just password. So now I'm logged into Windows 8. I go down and click on Desktop. And on the desktop, now I can find FTK, PRTK, Registry Viewer, and the Imager. If I double click on FTK5, it will open up FTK5. Ignore this updating. Sophos cannot access the internet because these machines cannot access the network. So you'll get that error message. You can just ignore it. And FTK will open here in a second. And that will give you access to the FTK software. Additionally, we have access to Registry Viewer for labs. So we can open up Registry Viewer. Okay, so there's Registry Viewer. FTK did not open. Now FTK, you're going to get the pop-up for user account control. Just say yes. So you see Registry Viewer opens and is available for you to use. I'm going to exit Registry Viewer. PRTK will be available for you to use, as will FTK and the Access Data FTK Imager. So here's the Password Recovery Toolkit. It's available and will run. The Forensics Toolkit is also available and will run. Okay, so I've got both of those open. And be aware that if all of them are open at the same time, it may actually slow the system down a little bit. Make sure that you do expand to full when you're doing the Password Recovery Toolkit. It just makes it easier to see. So I'm going to close that. And in PRTK, username is CCT, and the password is password. And that again should be inside of your class. And now you're ready to work on your cases and create any items that you need to do your work. Just be aware, once these particular labs are finished, once you end your reservation or the reservation ends, everything you do is reset on this machine. That's so the machine will be available for the next student. I hope this has been a good introduction for you to the NetLab system and the cybercrime pods on the system. If you have any questions, please ask your instructors and they will help you with them.